Okay, so obviously the title of this video is going to kind of say it all really, and I'll touch on that in a moment, but before I do, I just wanted to say that in the last video that I uploaded, which was obviously the hacker slash modder video on Black Ops 1, I sort of started that video a little bit, not so much negative, but I made quite a bold statement. Now, after listening back to it, I thought that come across a little bit aggressive, and I didn't mean it to come across aggressive in any way, shape or form. And for those of you who never saw it, basically I said, look, if you dislike this video for any other reason apart from the fact that I'm exposing a hacker slash modder, then please grow some balls and leave me some feedback why. Now, there is a good reason to that, and I did notice that there was still about 3, 4, 5, 8, 9 dislikes or whatever, and there was still no feedback there, which it's just irony really, isn't it? But yeah, whatever. The lack of Advanced Warfare uploads. I know that people who still upload Advanced Warfare, whether you like it or whether you hate it, it is just still a common game, it's still current and it's still popular amongst the masses. And I've took that decision to slow the uploads down and go back to older stuff and a little bit of Battlefield and things like that, and it doesn't sit very well with people. But the reason why I mention the whole dislike thing is because along with that has come a selection of dislikes on almost every video I upload. Even if I'm doing something positive, something ragey or whatever, you know, it's coming with dislikes. Now, at first I might have thought that it was down to just some trolls and things like that, but I have noticed on things like the storytelling videos, I think the last video I did, which was about me getting spiked, my drink getting spiked and me dancing in somebody's garden, before that hit a dislike. I think it hit about 700 likes before the first dislike clocked in. Now, obviously, that's sort of speaks volumes, you know. There was no talk about Call of Duty really, it was just me telling a story and people seem to like it. But on sort of relevant videos that are related to Call of Duty, related to Advanced Warfare, where I have sort of spouted on a bit of a tangent about how I dislike the game and things that I don't enjoy, those are the ones that come with dislikes. Now, I've always said I'm one of these people that likes interaction and I like feedback. I genuinely do, you know. No matter what you think, I do read every single comment I get. I always have a look at the comments, I always read down them. Sometimes I don't get time to reply to them. I might reply to 1 or 2, and I've said before, the ones that are like, great vid, good vid, nice. I generally don't answer to those all the time, because obviously you're going to have a whole selection of thanks, thank you, thanks, cheers bro, thank you, much love, all the way down. So it's like I might do the odd 1 or 2 and say thanks, but I do read everybody's sort of comments. Now, with regards to feedback, I have noticed when I've done the Advanced Warfare gameplays and commentaries, people are, to be fair to them, they call me out on it and they say, look, we get that you don't like Advanced Warfare, we understand, but it's getting a little bit tepid now that you're complaining about it so much. If you don't like it, then don't play it. It's as simple as that. You know, stop bleating on and change the fucking record. And that's fair enough. I respect that. I respect people for calling me out on that. I've said before, you guys are the viewers. I can upload whatever the fucking hell I want, and that's fair enough. People tell me to do that, but at the end of the day, you're going to be the ones who are going to take the time out to put your headphones on or whatever and spend that 7 to 8 minutes listening to what I've got to say. And if I'm not saying what you want to hear me say, then it's pointless me even doing this. So basically I took the decision upon myself to listen to that feedback, and I deleted Advanced Warfare from my hard drive. I just deleted it. PlayStation 4, it was gone, deleted. Xbox 360, there's nothing there about it now, and I refuse to play the game again. Now, the reason I've took that decision is because I've never really had a connection with the game. Even within the first week, I really genuinely didn't like the game. I never had anything amazingly positive to say about it, and that's unusual for me. Even with Call of Duty Ghost, I started out and I quite enjoyed it, and I stuck with Call of Duty Ghost for quite a few months until eventually the thing that put me off was the way that people played it, and the things that were in the game that people were abusing. That was where it sort of drew me away a little bit from Call of Duty Ghost. Same with Black Ops 2. You know, I enjoyed Black Ops 2 when it first came out, and then as time went on, people abused the system a little bit more, and that's what made me draw away from that. And I know for the last 2 years that I've made these statements exactly like the one I'm making now, where I've said I've snapped my disc and I've deleted this and I've took it back to the shop, and everybody always calls me out. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people call me out because my subscribers are like elephants, and I don't mean fat and grey. I mean you have memories like elephants and you don't forget a bloody thing. And people always say, oh, I knew you would go back to it. Remember that commentary you said on the date of whatever? I knew you would go back and play. I knew you would go back and be sucked into the game. And that's fair enough. It's because obviously as the next title comes out, I think actually it wasn't that bad. But with Advanced Warfare I lost interest very quickly, and the only reason I stuck it out was because I thought it was what people wanted to see. And obviously as time's gone on, people really have stated they're not really interested, but the feedback I've got is from the people who aren't interested about the game still don't want to hear me keep bleating on about how bad it is. And that's fair enough, so thank you very much for that feedback, I totally appreciate it. The problem is no more. Because at the end of the day, I just don't see the point in putting myself through something that I don't enjoy. I don't enjoy playing Advanced Warfare, and I never have done, and my kind of attention span to the game has been sort of maximum 5, 10, 15 minutes a night, and then it goes off. I've never done that with a Call of Duty game in the past. I've always stuck it out for a few hours. With this, the attention span goes way beneath that. So yeah, cut it out of the equation and move on, and that's what I intend to do. So I know Battlefield, a few people have been asking, Battlefield Hardline I believe is out at the end of this week. I could be wrong about that. I think it's Friday it's out. So I will be purchasing that, and I will be playing and obviously uploading some videos on that. And you know, still progressively playing the last few Call of Duties, the previous ones, the still ever popular titles. And obviously anything that comes out in the interim that captivates people's interest and mine, I'll be uploading some of that as well. Much love. Apocalypse done.